Now, I'm not really a big fan of how Donald Trump is running his campaign, but this has to be the singular worst move that he has made in the entire campaign. And I know this is an old headline, but it did not get enough attention when it came out. Trump told his fans that they, quote, don't have to vote and should watch other voters instead. Former President Donald Trump told his voters that they don't have to vote for him. He said that they should instead watch other voters, alluding to his false election fraud claims. You don't have to vote. Don't worry about voting, he told his New Hampshire fans. I know that's a terrible impression. Here's the clip.
Well, you got to get out.
Now, devoid of context, it's only 10 seconds long. I wish there was more.
So we have to be careful. You got to get out there and you got to watch those voters. You don't have to vote. Don't worry about voting. The voting, we got plenty of votes. You got to watch election.
That's so dumb. We've got plenty of votes. Well, no, then if you tell people not to vote. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Look. Donald Trump, let me give you a word of advice. You're not going to win the 2022 election by telling your voters not to vote. Especially when they felt so disenfranchised after what happened in 2020. As a matter of fact, they should vote harder. They should vote harder than they ever have before. You should be trying to get as many people to vote for you. Not telling them, glare menacingly at the people voting for my opponent when they're at the polls. Which I'm joking a bit here. But like, the idea that like you should just watch other voters instead of voting yourself is really, really ridiculous, because if you're telling your supporters that, who's going to be left to vote for you? Right? It's not like Donald Trump has a luxury of having like a bunch of like mail-in ballots like sent through FedEx in the middle of the night at like 1:30 in the morning. He needs his voters. He needs his voters more than the Democrats do because of that.